In this video, I want to create an automation that will check my Gmail and basically send me a notification if there's a new email in my inbox. Now, the way this works is that I'm going to use a third-party service called Pushinator. If you go to Pushinator, there are free accounts and you can test it just with this. So I can test with up to 3 devices, 200 notifications a month, iOS and Android. Now, there is an app for Android, there is an app for iOS. You're going to need to connect the app to your account here. When you sign up for an account on Pushinator and then log in, you'll have channels, you'll be able to create API tokens. Now that's what we're going to use to send the notification, because there's nothing really built into N8N that can pop up and tell us. Let's create a new workflow, and I'm going to come across to Gmail. Now I've already set up my Gmail credentials, and you should have too if you followed the earlier instructions when we connected it to the console cloud at Google. So my Gmail is already set up. We'll say poll every minute, and then when there is a message received, we want it triggered. So let's click test trigger. Okay, it's logged into my Gmail account. It says there is a message on there, and it gives me a snippet of what that message says. It's just a security alert, but that's working. All right, now, if there's a message received, I want to get a notification. And with this Pushinator, we can actually get the notification to our phones. But if you don't want to set that up, let's just try something else first. We'll use an edit fields, and we'll drag in, let's have a look what we're going to put in. We'll put the subject as a field, we'll put a snippet as a field, and then maybe the from as a field. So let's close that and let's run it. And what you can do here is you can monitor what's going on. So it has pulled out the subject, snippet and from fields from that email. So the email came in, it was triggered, and then this can show you the details. All right, let's try with the Pushinator. Now, if you come up to search for Pushinator, you will find an option to install it because it's a community node. Once you've installed it, it will become selectable, and then you have the option here to send a push notification. So Pushinator account, you will have to set up your credentials. To set up credentials, you'll come over here. In fact, let's go in. I'm going to delete my credentials here, and then we can start from scratch. Let's come over to credentials. Let's delete that. And let's go back to the workflow. And we'll come up, double click on Pushinator, and we'll set up the credentials. Now it's asking for an API key. So over in your account, go to API tokens, create an API token, copy it, come back to N8N, paste it in, and click save, and you should find the credentials are created properly. You see connection tested successfully. All right, now we can send notifications, but we don't actually have a channel yet. We need to create a channel on Pushinator, and the channel is something we can use to push to our phone. So we'll have a channel called phone. Let's create the channel. I'm going to call it phone. Click add channel, and now on your phone, start the Pushinator app. Now you can't see this because I'm doing it on my phone, but start the Pushinator app and you'll have an option to scan the QR code. And when you scan the QR code, you'll see your channel there. Mine says phone on my mobile with a subscribe button underneath. I just need to click on the subscribe. Okay, and then that is it. Right, so we now have a channel, phone, we have the token, and we can go back to N8N. And if we don't see that, let's just close that and reopen it. So we want to send a notification. We should now find the channel phone in here, and we want to push a notification. What do we want to push? Well, we could push any of the information from the Gmail or from the edit fields that we had pulled out before. So let's just open this up. I'm going to put a message, new email, colon, and then from and message, and then we can drag in the from there, and the snippet there. All right. Okay, just need to make sure we've selected that phone channel as well. And I'm going to run the workflow. I'll have my mobile phone up to the microphone so you'll hear if there's an alert coming in. So that was the alert. If I screenshot that alert and put it up here for you to see, you can see the parameters we asked for, the new email and then the title from, the email from, and then the message included as well. So that's one way you can get alerts using something like Pushinator. Otherwise, if you don't want to be dealing with a third party like Pushinator, then just use the edit fields and you'll be able to inspect everything that's coming through.